Cameron talking about TV, new episode, keeping you up to date with all of your new and future favorite TV shows. Please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to get all the new updates on your updated TV needs. Got another video for you here. Very excited to talk about Game of Thrones, the end of Game of Thrones, how we got there. It's been such an emotional roller coaster with you guys after the ending. Obviously, everybody lost their minds a little bit one way or another. And I do want to feel like there's a little bit more of a deeper meaning or, more to it, if you will. And I did find a great theory that I love, and I'm going to break that down for you here. I'll put the details as far as where I got the direct information in the comments below so you can, or in the details below so you can read that directly if you'd like. But I'll do my best to break it down for you. So, Bran the Broken, King of the Six Kingdoms. No, let's actually skip back a lot before that. I want to show you some things that happened, say from season 6 on, but I'm also going to talk about some things prior to that by quite a bit even, because before Bran was the king, his title was Three-Eyed Raven. And before it was Three-Eyed Raven, obviously he was just Bran. And that transition took place in the Weirwood Tree caves with Bloodraven, who is actually somebody we need to talk about further. His name was Brendan Rivers, and he had a Targaryen claim to the throne. He fought in the Blackfire Rebellion and lost an eye to his brother Aegor Rivers. It really had some bad blood there. He served as hand to the king to 2 separate Targaryen kings, and ultimately when the king died, he sent for his brother Aegor to make a claim for him for the Iron Throne. Now, Aegor was currently over in Essos because after the Blackfire Rebellion, he left Westeros to start the Golden Company in Essos. And when he got back to Westeros, Bloodraven had him killed, executed. So he ultimately, for that, was sent to take the Black and become a part of the Night's Watch. Now, within 6 weeks of getting there, he got the title of Lord Commander, and he was doing very well until just a short time after that, he rode north and was never seen again, at least until, season 6 when Bran got to those caves. And really, that's the thing, is he was bound to a weirwood tree, and it was the sorcery alone that was keeping him alive all those years waiting on Bran. Now, why was he waiting on Bran? Bran was the perfect vessel for him to accomplish his lifelong conquest of taking the Iron Throne. And Bran had the green sight, he had a strong family name, and he had warging abilities. We saw a wildling attacking Jon, and he warged into a hawk right before he died, so he can continue fighting with Jon. Basically, Bloodraven is just using Bran as his hawk. And we see him warg into Bran in season 6 in the caves right here.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
The time has come
The time for what?
for you to become me.
But am I ready?
No.
And then in that next very scene, when the Night King comes down into the Weirwood Tree and kills Bloodraven, sending crows and ravens flying off of his body, it cuts then to the scene of Bran's gray warged eyes, where the following obviously is the epic and dramatic Hodor scene, which either Bran or Bloodraven would certainly have had the abilities to do that. And, the plot thickens even further with this as he goes down to Winterfell and says he's not Bran Stark in this scene.
Thank you
Thank you.
for helping me.
My brother died for you. Hodor and Summer died for you. I almost died for you. Bran,
I'm not really. Not anymore.
And then in that scene right there, he says it blatantly. But he had to play his cards right, and he had to make sure that it happened the way it was supposed to, as he's seen the future and he already knows. So he just set in motion what he knew needed to happen to get him the throne that he was after.
Daenerys. She executed my father and brother. They were prisoners. She didn't tell you. I'm so sorry. We need to end this war. Would you have done it? I've executed men who disobeyed me. You've also spared men. Thousands of wildlings when they refused to kneel. I wasn't a king. But you were. You've always been. I gave up my crown, Sam. I bent the knee. I'm not king in the north anymore.
I'm not talking about the king in the north. I'm talking about the king of the bloody Seven Kingdoms.
Bran and I worked it out. I had a High Septon's diary, and Bran had... whatever Bran has.
What are you talking about?
Your mother was Lyanna Stark. And your father, your real father, was Rhaegar Targaryen. You've never been a bastard. You are Aegon Targaryen, true heir to the Iron Throne.
Be with me. Build the new world with me. This is our reason. It has been from the beginning, since you were a little boy with a bastard's name. And I was a little girl who couldn't count to 20. We do it together. We break the wheel together.
You are my queen. Now and always.
From now on, rulers will not be born. They will be chosen. On this spot are the lords and ladies of Westeros to serve the realm. I know you don't want it. I know you don't care about power. But I ask you now, if we choose you, will you wear the crown? Will you lead the Seven Kingdoms to the best of your abilities from this day until your last day?
Why do you think I came all this way?
So when he says, "Why do you think I came all this way?" that means so much more than we originally had thought during the season finale. Because with all of this information being taken into place, that means that he didn't just come from Winterfell. That means he came from north of the Wall, in the Weirwood Tree, decades of time watching, waiting, and making sure history took this path to get him there, to be Bran the Broken, to be a Targaryen, sitting the Iron Throne. And I'm going to go ahead and say I'm satisfied with that, right? I mean, that's way more depth than we originally had. So I appreciate you sticking around, listening to this, going down the rabbit hole with me, and really getting some more detail and adding a lot of depth to the end of Game of Thrones. I'm excited about Bloodmoon and the other prequel opportunities that are lying ahead of us. And I continue to do research daily to keep you guys informed on that. I'll be releasing 2 videos a week for the foreseeable future in relations to Bloodmoon, Mandalorian, The Watchmen perhaps, Dark Tower, Lord of the Rings. I mean, there is so much TV coming out. So keep subscribed. Click that bell so you get the notifications for when new videos are coming out. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Hope you have a fantastic day or weekend wherever you're at in your life.